We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Jalen Pitre, Houston Texans safety. You know I had to give him some love. If you were following the channel for a little bit now, you would know Jalen Pitre was my favorite player in the draft last year. Just a super exciting player. Coming out of college at Baylor, he excelled near the line of scrimmage. Amazing versatility. And so far for the Texans, he's been making plays on the back end where people were most concerned with him. Was making plays in coverage, deep half. And then versus the Bears this past Sunday, he had 2 interceptions, one in cover 6, one playing in another deep half. So really impressed by it with him. So let's get right into this film breakdown. Texans are playing cover 6. They're playing quarters to the bottom of the field, to the boundary, and to the field side. Pitre is the deep half defender. Bears have 2 receivers to this side, so he's kind of reading this concept, reading Fields' eyes. The receivers are kind of tight here too. Good job. Smooth in his pedal. Gets a nice break on the ball. Shows good transition. Both the tight end attacks down the seam. He's doing a good job of maintaining leverage, splitting the 2 routes in between them so he can possibly break on both of them. Does a good job staying smooth in your pedal. One's going to the corner. The flat defender is going to have to get back on top of that, but he's still maintaining depth here. He's going off the screen a little bit here because it's the Chicago Bears all-22. And then so he's maintaining his good leverage, breaks out of it once he sees Fields commit to release this throw. Good job reading Fields' eyes, the release, and the ball's slightly overthrown, and he makes a nice interception here. Nice diving little catch. Probably not the most impressive interception because it wasn't a perfect throw, but he did a good job. Like, these 2 routes are both attacking his deep zone, so he needs to maintain good relation to both of them. And then once he sees Fields start to release, he breaks on it, transitions down, and is in a good position to make a play on a slightly overthrown ball there. So really good play from Pitre. Love to see him playing in deeper coverages. Not what he was known for coming out of Baylor, being more of a slot guy, making plays near and around the line of scrimmage. But he's looked good for the Texans through the first 3 weeks playing deep. On this play, you get to see Pitre where he's at his most comfortable, his most natural position near the line of scrimmage, coming off the edge, and they run away from him. He just has such a good feel when in this area, when they're running these like outside zone concepts away from inside zone, anything like that. And if he comes unblocked, he's going to make this tackle for loss. He stays tight, takes a perfect angle to the point of attack. Look at him flatten out right here. You don't want to allow the cutback to happen, but he knows based on the running back's angle where he's going that he can take this angle to the point of attack and then gets a 2-yard loss near the line of scrimmage. Knows the run play is coming because the Bears run the ball a lot. He gets downhill. They're in goal line, and he just takes the perfect angle. He's just really comfortable in these areas making plays and just has such a good feel. He's such a natural, instinctive player down at the line of scrimmage. Another interception from Pitre, deep half again. He actually has to get out of it because he's lined up down more towards near the line of scrimmage, like he might be buzzing on this play, showing that he's going to be single high. He'll become the buzz defender, either maybe robbing in a cover 1 or buzzing in the cover 3. But he has to bail out of here, get into the cover 2. He opens his hips away from Fields, then gets into his pedal, sees the ball. Look how fluid he is, and then you get to see the interception return. I'll show that later in a sec, but just watch the process of this play happen. So he's opening his hips, has no eyes on Field, then gets back into his pedal, gets eyes back to Field, sees him start to release this ball towards the middle of the field, breaks on it. They try to attack in like this Tampa 2, attack the middle of the field. Pitre is able to get over the top, make another play on an overthrown ball. Just putting yourself in position to make these plays. When this happens like twice in a game, it starts becoming a pattern. It just starts to become more obvious that you're just being in the right position at the right time, other than just, getting lucky interceptions on like bad throws. So just really impressed with how he was able to recognize this when he had to bail out of here and not even have his eyes on the QB for the first, few seconds of the play. And then just get over the top, show some solid burst there, get the ball, and then, nice solid little interception return after. But get to see nice fluidity and just overall like zone awareness on the back end. Super impressive stuff from Pitre. Bears running the play action boot, trying to sneak the tight end underneath, trying to get Petre's over aggressiveness. Like earlier on that one run stop I showed, he took the harsh angle downhill. That's what they're expecting this time. But Pitre is just so instinctual. He feels this coming, slows this down, takes a perfect angle to Fields, never gives him a chance to even make a play, closes so fast. Just a super hyper aware player that he is. Look at him just feel this. He understands what's coming. Last time he took a really flat angle down because he knew the run was coming. Now he's expecting play action. So clearly he watched his film. He's just reading the mesh point. and sees the play action and then closes instantly, gives no chance to throw the beneath route to the tight end sneaking out of the backfield. Like, this is high level football awareness, football intelligence out of Pitre, just recognizing everything that's going on. He's a very good player at keying and diagnosing what the offense is trying to do. Another high football awareness play from Pitre, staying patient, disciplined on the back end, sees Williams sneak out from the backfield, working play action again, stays on him, works with this the whole way. Just good job on staying in your zone here, staying disciplined, stay square. And then once he sees Russ start to roll out, he comes off of it, sees Williams sneak out of the backfield, gets into him, stays tight, and then is there to make a play at the catch point if the ball was going to be caught. Just another good play from Pitre, this time making plays in the red zone versus the pass. Just very aware. We've seen him work on these backside of runs, one making the tackle in the backfield, one getting the sack on the QB, and this time staying in your zone coverage, staying patient. So he knows when to get aggressive, get downhill, and then he also knows when to stay disciplined. And just what a instinctual football player that Jalen Pitre is at such a young age. Pitre in the box again, playing in like almost like an off-ball kind of outside linebacker mix here. Just reading his keys here, reading this tight end, sees him working back across, knows there's some like wham action probably going on here. That they kind of mess up this wham. Look how the D tackle just shoots so far upfield, the tight end can't even get to him, and he falls on his face. But Pitre, reading the tight end, working across the field, then seeing the mesh point, stays disciplined in squared, coming downhill, and then once he sees Taylor start to commit to a hole, he gets down, fills the gap, helps make the tackle for loss with the linebacker. They finish this tackle on Taylor together. But it's just a good job reading your keys, understand what's going on, fill your gap, stay disciplined, stay squared, and then get downhill when the opportunity arises. Texans are almost showing like a deep half here. Look, pre-snap, he's starting to back up, but they're rotating down to a cover 3, and he's actually the curl flat defender, so they're playing cover 3 sky. And then he sees the tight end go to the flat immediately, doesn't want to get out leveraged, so he just closes instantly and makes this like play to the flat when he's about 10 yards off, only become like a 3-yard catch instead of, possibly getting 7-8 yards out of this. So he's just minimizing the damage that the offense can get. He just recognizes what's happening, he's looking at the QB's eyes, knows he's about to throw it to the flat here, so it's good closing speed. Love the burst that he plays with, and just knows when to get downhill in a hurry. Like, you can just see the difference. Some plays he'll be disciplined, like this play he just gets downhill right away, knows that's where the ball is going to go, just makes very good decisions. And for a rookie, it's super impressive. Last play that I want to break down, Pitre does get called for like the penalty on here, the unnecessary roughness, but I'm not too worried about this. I just like the process of it, working in quarters here, staying disciplined, sees that nothing is entering his zone from the backside, reading the QB's eyes, then work to the opposite side of the formation here, sees Pittman coming across the field, and then lays the hit on him. That's actually Alec Pierce, but just a really good job recognizing the route concepts. They're tight to this side. He stays square, disciplined in his pedal in quarters, sees this route is definitely not going to enter his zone, peeks over here, sees him working to the corner, knows 24 has him now matched up, so he's free to look to the backside of the formation, sees the dig route coming, so he starts cheating, and then once he sees the throw, gets there right at the catch point, knocks it out, does get called for the penalty, but the whole process of it, from like reading the quarterbacks, reading the whole route concept, staying disciplined in your 1/4, all super impressive. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.